Greetings, family, and welcome to another edition of KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media. Today is Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. Family, this video is about Bill Cosby, who issues a statement from prison saying he has no remorse and he is a political prisoner, not unlike that of Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi, and Mandela. So let's go into the story. You see, family, Bill Cosby has a unique perspective of his time in prison so far. He's calling it amazing. I'm sure there's a segment of society who doesn't understand what he means by that, but he's also making it clear that he's unremorseful and calls himself a political prisoner, not unlike Martin Luther King Jr. The disgraced TV star serving 3 to 10 years for allegedly drugging and allegedly sexually assaulting Andrea Constant allowed his spokesman to talk about his day-to-day serving time at SCI Phoenix, a maximum security prison in Collegeville, Pennsylvania, which is about 20 miles outside of Philadelphia. The comedian, 81 years old, is now with the general population but has his own room and has prisoners who serve as his helpers due to his age and being legally blind. Quote, despite the circumstances, this is an amazing experience for the millionaire entertainer, Cosby publicist and crisis manager Andrew V. Wyatt told the reporter in a 2-part interview that aired this week. Wyatt also said Cosby was unapologetic. Quote, when I visit him, it's nothing sad about it, he said. He's not sad. He's not remorseful because he did nothing wrong. Cosby issued a statement on Wednesday to confirm that he indeed is not remorseful. In it, he paints himself as a political prisoner among the likes of Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, and Nelson Mandela. He says, here's why I have no remorse and will never have remorse, Cosby said, who maintained that his 2004 encounter with Constant, with whom he settled with a civil lawsuit, was consensual. Quote, I was given a deal. I settled out of court for $3.8 million. I waived my Fifth Amendment rights. I was declared not guilty in 2005 by the Commonwealth, never charged. However, a low-life, slime bucket, scumbag district attorney and a corrupt, suspected white supremacist judge needed me guilty now. Okay, just for the record, I added some of those extra words in there. But anyways, he says, not for justice, but for their political aspirations. They say, Mr. Cosby, you must attend these classes. Why? One word, entrapment. One word, entrapment. One word, entrapment. The statement continued, quote, my political beliefs, my actions of trying to humanize all races, genders, and religions landed me in this place surrounded by barbed wire fencing, a room made of steel and iron. So, I now have a temporary residence that resembles the quarters of some of the greatest political prisoners, Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Randall Robinson, and Dr. Benjamin Chavez. I stand upright as a political prisoner and I smile. The truth is strong. Well, in his interview, Wyatt painted Cosby as a man doing the best he can under the circumstances. He said the star has lost weight, waking up at 3 a.m. to do calisthenics, and he gave up coffee. He said the Cosby Show star rinses off his prison food in a cup of water before every meal to reduce his salt intake. And if he needs any extras in prison, he certainly has the cash in his commissary account. Wyatt said that Cosby's many fans from around the world have sent him money to spend in jail. He added that Cosby is mentally strong and had long prepared himself for being in prison because he felt the district attorney was out to get him. As reported, his wife of more than 50 years, Camille, hasn't visited him and doesn't plan to. Same with their daughters. That was Cosby's idea, said Wyatt. However, Cosby does speak to Camille 3 times a day for 3 minutes a call, the maximum amount of time he can spend on the phone. Wyatt said he visits Cosby every other week, and the star's attorneys visit as well. Well, family, there's a short video, and I'm going to play that shortly, but I'm just going to leave my 2 cents right now. I do feel very sad for what Mr. Cosby is going through. It's an indictment of this unjust system that we call justice system. It's not a justice system. It never has been. And until we do something about it to make it right, it never will be a justice system. Europeans or white people call it that because they want you and I to believe that that's what it is. But it is not. We know it's not. Bill Cosby is another example of yet another black man who they've put behind bars without probable cause, because as we know, this was not a situation involving truth and justice. We know that for a fact. It's been covered way too many times. So this whole so-called Me Too movement, getting behind having Mr. Cosby put behind jail, behind bars, that was an attempt at destroying black men. That's what this whole situation with the Me Too movement is about. It's obvious, I've said it many times in my other videos, it's obvious when they have only gone after black men as far as really putting the justice or injustice to us. They've been putting us behind bars and making sure that they charge us when white men have been doing this way more than we have. They've been doing it and they still continue to do it, and either they get a slap on the wrist or they get the charges dropped. White women refuse to press charges. They get ridiculed enough to where they don't press charges, but when it's against a black man, we have no other recourse. It's unfortunate, but again, this is why I don't call it a justice system. It has nothing to do with justice. White people like this because they can sit here and try to have conversation with you and I about how bad black people are. Just look at Mr. Cosby. See, they use it as a talking point, but if you're like me, you won't even allow that. Just either ignore them or change the subject to Harvey Weinstein. Ask them about the white perpetrators. Totally flip the script and don't even answer their questions. Because that's all they want to do is just make themselves feel better. This has nothing to do with justice. So I'm with Mr. Cosby when he says that he's a political prisoner. Unlike that of Martin Luther King Jr. or Mahatma Gandhi or Randall Robinson or Ben Chavis. Yes, Mr. Cosby has been made an example of. That's all this is about. They stripped him, but yet they allow white men to keep their finances and resources, and then they give them a slap on the wrist, if that. I don't know any black person how you can sanely watch this and then smile in a white person's face and have conversation with them seriously about any kind of issue when you know that these type of things are happening. I can't without questioning them on their BS. This is ridiculous, but I'm going to stop now and I'm going to play the video. So let's go get right to that. Let's roll the clip. So, family, you tell me what you think. This is Guru at Black Talk Radio, KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media, bringing you another video. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace out.